With this all-in-one AI, having to pay again to generate images and videos is over. We're going to see how to use it from the beginning, step by step, what workflow we should follow to get 100% out of it, and the hidden features that, I can already tell you, go far beyond image and video generation. Even if you're not interested in creating images and videos, you still need to see just how many tools it gives us with no limits. The platform we're using today is Veer. As you can see, we have a lot of options to choose from. And if we look at the lower part, we'll see that we can do almost anything here. Like I was saying before, we won't just be able to generate images and videos. Let's see what this platform offers. If we go into its text-to-image generator, it handles different styles really well. We can click Generate Image from Text, and we'll enter a pretty simple interface where we can use the quality model for free and without limits. We can add our prompts and keep generating different images, and the quality will be pretty good. There's a way to make our images come out even better if we configure this interface properly. I'll show you that in a second. But first, if we don't like this image, we can download it and go into the Flux context feature. Here, we can edit any image we upload with no problem. With a simple prompt, look at how good the results are. And this isn't even one of the most interesting features this platform gives us. I'll leave the link to this tool and the prompts I'm going to use at the end of the video. And so you don't miss the best free AI tools, remember to subscribe, hit like, and leave a positive comment. If we want to edit our image more globally, let's go into the image-to-image model. This one is very good if we want all our content to keep the same style, or if we want to test different versions of the same image. Later, we'll see how to create videos with these images, so it's important that they turn out well. We upload our image and start asking for different styles until we find one we like. And if we really like one image and want to create more images with the same theme, we can upload it to the prompt generator. It will analyze it and give us all the details we need so we can generate content that looks as similar as possible. A bonus tool is the background remover. If you don't know what it is, I recommend saving it, because we can upload any image and it will remove the background. That gives us clean content that's perfect for thumbnails and many other things. Now, if we want to create a video, it's important that we follow the next steps correctly. First, we need a base image. For that, we go back to the text-to-image model, and it's very important that we add a good prompt, preferably in English, so it gives strong results. If we can't think of one, we can click the light bulb and it will give us different examples. And I recommend selecting the Enhance Prompt option, so the prompt becomes much better and the result is noticeably higher quality. I also recommend that in this tab, you choose what you want your image to look like. Since I want mine to be horizontal, I'm going to select that and click Generate. We let it process all the information and our image will be ready. Since it's free and unlimited, if you don't like it, I recommend simply generating again or adjusting part of the prompt so you end up with several versions. Now that we have it ready, we can run it through any of the tools we saw before, or if we click Explore All Tools, we'll find others like AI Style Transfer, where we have several pretty interesting preset styles that can make the final video much more eye-catching. We can even describe one of our own. If we do that, it will give us back a modified image. And just like the images, the videos are generated without limits too, so we're going to test several options. With our images ready, we're going to access the image-to-video model. In the examples, you can see that it has a very good level of quality, and it usually doesn't complain about content that other models might limit. We click Generate Video from Image, upload our image, add a prompt, and for the rest of the settings, I recommend leaving them like this so you don't run into problems. And this part of the configuration is very important. We'll have a general video prompt and even a separate camera prompt. We can click the light bulb so it creates a fitting prompt for us. Then we start generating the videos and look at the quality of the results, which is actually pretty solid.
But as you can see, this doesn't end here, because this platform has a lot of hidden gems that I want you to see. If we scroll a little farther down into Explore All Tools, we'll find some really interesting models. I'm going to show you the ones I've been using so that no matter what kind of work you do, you can get value out of most of them. And as you can see on screen, it isn't limited to just creating content with AI, but a lot more than that. Going back to videos, there's one option that lets us generate images and videos at a much higher quality. All of this is inside Higgsfield. This place is basically an upgraded version of the platform we've been looking at. Here, we have a lot of tools together in one place to create content. But unlike the previous platform, this one gives us noticeably higher quality in almost every way. As you can see, the content it creates, whether it's cinematic, cartoon, or realistic, is far above anything we've seen so far. And not only that, we also have external models here ready to use, whether we create images with the new Nano Banana 2, where unlike the original Nano Banana, we won't get any watermark or any limitation when generating. And because everything is gathered in one place, we can even click Animate and it will send us directly into a video interface where, without having to pay for 2 separate subscriptions or download an image and move it somewhere else, we can turn it into video by selecting the model we want,
the duration, and the quality. And it keeps updating constantly. As you can see, in the top menu we have a lot of new labels. For example, audio generation is already available, where we can create audio with voices like the ones from 11 Labs.
Hello, I'm Malva AI. What do you think of this voice?
In the latest tests I've been doing, I cloned my own voice and did things like changing the language of a video in a super simple way.
How does my cloned voice sound?
We can upload photos of ourselves or of our character into the ID feature and use that to add ourselves into any image or video we generate. Honestly, if you like high-quality AI content generation, I recommend keeping an eye on these platforms. If you want to try it, I'm going to leave the direct link in the description and in the pinned comment. Thanks to Higgsfield for sponsoring this video. Now, going back to the feature I wanted to show you before, there are a series of pretty powerful AI generators. We have 3 that are fairly similar, but each one is focused on a different thing. For example, with one of them, we can upload a portrait of a person and apply different stylized portrait looks to it, like the ones you see on screen, or even create our own. On the other hand, if we want professional photos of ourselves, either to share or to use ourselves as the model in an ad, we only have to upload a photo of ourselves and ask it to add different types of clothing. Or, just like before, describe the look exactly so we can even create our own model here. And this one is my favorite. We can take a photo of our pet and dress it up in a really fun way. Then, turning that into video to create viral content is incredibly useful. Now, if you're a content creator, this set of tools is going to be amazing for you because we have some dedicated specifically to image editing. For example, with this one, we can change the background of a product. We can upload a client's product or one of our own and place it in different settings and with different themes. People charge a lot of money for these kinds of photo sessions, and we're generating them in a super simple way with a free and unlimited tool. Also, if we want to generate varied content, we have another one that analyzes the main subject and adds different blur effects around it to make a single product stand out. Or this other one that lets us add an outline or a colored edge. And this still doesn't end here. We also have more pro-level image editing tools, where we can do things like identify color palettes, or directly turn images black and white, and many other useful things. We'll also find the classic tools everyone has used, like video compressors to reduce file size, and the same kind of utilities for many other formats, even PDF, in case we're not allowed to send something because it's too heavy. These utilities are all here. What really interests me now are these AI image generators. We have tools specialized in generating all kinds of things. For example, if you want to create your own video game, we have an asset generator that gives you content ready to implement directly into your game. If we add prompts, which is what this tool is asking us for, look at the results. In general, these generators cover everything.
We can create all kinds of things. We even have one for creating maps for our stories or even our videos. We can look for inspiration with the art tools, create all kinds of sketches. And one that is especially useful because it's a skill people get paid quite a lot for is the AI logo generator. We could go to a local business and sell them logos. We just add the business name, what it does, and a few extra details, and we can generate all kinds of logos quickly and at no cost. But as you can see, there's a huge amount of stuff here. We can create tattoos, drafts, floor plans. You only need to stop for a moment, and I'm sure you'll find something useful. And finally, we also have simpler tools, like a built-in library, where if we click on something, it gets copied, and we can paste it right away. This is one of the most complete, free, and unlimited platforms that exist. So even if you're not interested in images or videos, I still recommend trying it. And like I promised at the beginning of the video, if you want all the prompts I used today, just go to the description of this video, join the Discord where we're already almost 40,000 members, go to the bot PDF channel and send the bot a message. When it replies, send it the link to the video you want the PDF for, follow the steps, and you'll get another completely free PDF with all the prompts I used today. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.